The neon band-aid. The morning bell rang with its usual metallic clang, signaling the start of another chaotic day at Oak Creek High. Amid the sea of students rushing through the hallway, Maya stood out like a flash of lightning. She didn't look like anyone else, and she certainly didn't care to. With her messy, dark hair piled into a high bun, shot through with vibrant streaks of hot pink, she adjusted her heavy black-rimmed glasses. Right across the bridge of those frames sat a glaringly bright neon green band-aid, acting as a makeshift bridge to hold her broken glasses together. It was the result of a clumsy morning accident, but Maya didn't look embarrassed. In fact, wearing a graphic tee that proudly declared, "Weird is my signature," she flashed a confident, knowing smile at the world. Surrounding her were bright motivational posters declaring, "Be kind," and "Be you." But Maya didn't need the walls to tell her who to be. She already knew that your weirdness isn't a flaw, it's your signature. As Maya made her way past the rows of teal lockers, she could feel the eyes of her peers shifting toward her. A group of students paused mid-conversation, their mouths dropping slightly as they took in her appearance. Her shirt for the day read, "Too weird to be boring," acting as a shield against any unspoken judgment. Instead of ducking her head or trying to slip away unnoticed, she walked with a steady, unbothered rhythm. When life hands you a minor disaster, it's easy to want to hide away in the shadows. But Maya believed in a completely different philosophy. When a minor disaster strikes, you make it your signature move. Maya's style was all about the details, from the stacked beaded bracelets on her wrists to the heavy silver chain hanging from her belt loop. She wore heavily distressed, ripped blue jeans decorated with hand-drawn stars, lightning bolts, and neon text that whispered, "Be you." But the real showstoppers were on her feet. Instead of opting for plain, blending-in footwear, she had thrown on a pair of wildly mismatched neon sneakers, one a blazing shade of hot pink, the other a shocking lime green, complete with a classic smiley face patch. Each step she took down the polished, reflective floor of the hallway echoed with purpose. Instead of hiding her quirks, she threw on those mismatched sneakers and completely owned every single step down the hallway. The golden rule of high school survival, according to Maya, was simple: never hide. Always double down. By the time third period arrived, the atmosphere in the classroom had completely shifted. Maya sat at her desk, her notebook open and covered in colorful doodles of hearts and stars. Suddenly, she found herself surrounded by a curious crowd of classmates. Instead of whispering or staring from afar, 3 different classmates leaned in eagerly, pointing directly at the bright neon green tape on her nose. Their faces weren't filled with mockery, but with genuine fascination, asking exactly where she had bought her new statement accessory. Maya just smiled, amused by how quickly the tables had turned. It proved a fundamental truth about human nature: confidence is contagiously loud. When you stop worrying about what others think, they start looking to you for inspiration. What started as a morning mishap quickly transformed into a full-blown movement. By Friday afternoon, the school courtyard was absolutely electric, filled with a sea of laughing, cheering students. Rainbow confetti rained down through the air as the crowd gathered for a massive group photo, holding up peace signs and smiling broadly. Incredibly, half the school was now wearing colorful tape on their frames just to match Maya's unique vibe. Pink tape, blue tape, green tape, and orange tape adorned the glasses of athletes, theater kids, and honor students alike. Behind them, a massive banner declared, "Be you. Be loud. Be proud." Maya stood right in the center, her shirt now proclaiming, "Weird is my superpower." She had successfully taught the entire student body a lesson they would never forget: stop fitting in. Start setting the trend. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow across the school stadium, Maya stood triumphantly on the bleachers. The evening light caught the neon aura of her pink-streaked hair and bright clothes, making her look like a modern-day superhero. Down below, students cheered and held up signs that read, "Weird is wonderful." Looking out over the crowd, Maya knew she had changed the culture of Oak Creek High forever. What you think is your most embarrassing flaw might just be your superpower. Your weirdness is your signature. Own it. If Maya's story inspired you to own your unique signature, please like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting stories.